And we're joined by Amanda Snyder. We're here in the Kelowna Museum where we've had this display since August, but I want to go back to the beginnings. Tell me about the beginning of this idea and how it all came together, all this old stuff from Kelowna.
So in our collection, we were lucky to have a donation from the Malibu Grand Prix folks. So the previous owner donated a large selection of objects, including we've got a video game here behind me and the skee ball game and all kinds of great photos and posters. So that sort of started this idea of thinking back to these old fun zones and the different festivals that used to be here in Kelowna. So we wanted a way to show some of this great stuff that we had recently acquired. And, you know, one of our staff members grew up here and she remembers all these great fun places that used to exist. And we thought it would be really fun to highlight them.
And one of them, of course, that everybody thinks about is the old bedrock village. And I take it you were able to accumulate a lot of the things that you got on display now, even before you got started?
Well, during the planning stage, we recognized that we really didn't have very much from quite a few of the places, actually, and one of them was Bedrock City. So luckily, the public came to our rescue, and they provided us with some really great artifacts, including the Fred and Barney mascots from Bedrock City. The Freddy's Brew Pub, they actually lent us those objects, and we've got Dino and we've got Pebbles here and a few other great pieces from the old fun zone.
And other things you don't have to go too far back in history to find are like old McDonald's farm. But then there's surprises, like who knew there was a Kelowna Zoo before that?
So it's actually something that a lot of people don't know about, but if you do know about it, you may have heard of Mida the smoking chimp. And so there was a chimpanzee there at the zoo who was famous for, unfortunately, a nicotine habit, and so she gained a lot of popularity through this sort of quirk of hers.
Right. You could see that as funny, or I suppose in today's world, people would probably just find that really off-putting that someone would have given a chimpanzee a smoking habit.
Yes, true. I mean, it came to Kelowna with a habit, in all fairness.
Plus, it's from an era, right?
It is, yeah, that's true.
And other things, you know, you kind of wonder, like, why did they ever stop having a snowfest?
Yeah, you know, some things actually, what we learned is that they just became too expensive to operate. Maybe there weren't enough volunteers anymore. The seasonality of some of the sites and the festivals was an issue because you had to make all kinds of revenue in a short period of time. But I think it would be great to bring back some of these things.
To me, a lot of it sort of comes back to Kelowna and the Okanagan's place as being sort of on the holiday tour track, and you wanted to have things to make the parents pull over the camper for the kids to have some fun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at one point, the city was calling itself the fun capital of Canada. So you can see in the old tourist maps that it literally says that we are the fun capital of Canada. So, you know, it really was a hot spot for kids and for family destinations, family vacation destinations. And, you know, if you think back to the 40-foot Fred giving the thumbs up along the highway, you know, how could that not lure you into Bedrock City?
Yeah, hard not to feel nostalgic about these things.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. And that's part of the purpose of this exhibition, is just to give people a stroll down memory lane. I think nostalgia has a lot of value. It's something we can connect to, these places from our childhood. And people have really enjoyed it. We've gotten a lot of really great feedback. And so there's just a little bit of time left to enjoy it. It closes on November 18th.
All right, thanks for telling us about it, Amanda Snyder.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.